Were you nervous with the Tom Brady one?
Terrified. Yeah, I was terrified. Right before we went out, Tom looked at me and goes, what if we bomb? And I go, then we bomb together. Yeah. I'd rather bomb next to you than by myself.
All right, not just football here, and we are joined with the great Bert Kreischer. What's up, buddy?
It's so good to see you again, man.
So good to see you.
Do you know who I love from your team?
Yeah.
I
know you love him.
I know you. I text him every now and then.
Nick Herbig.
Nick is my guy. I love that guy.
Why do you love him?
I love him because, first of all, he's a great golfer.
Is he?
He's a great golfer. Dude, all Hawaiians are great golfers. Hawaiians, let me tell you two things about Hawaiians. These are stereotypes that I think are real. All Hawaiians have flat feet.
How did you know that?
Yeah, where did you learn?
I pay attention.
Okay.
And they're all great golfers. They're all. He is a great. Remember we had the.
Yes, we had the after party, and then you had the simulator.
So I had a golf simulator. I traveled with a golf simulator.
Yeah.
I sound real relatable, huh?
You are.
No,
You're very relatable.
but I love that guy. No, we were talking about testosterone. So I got into a bet with Bussin' with the Boys, and they saw me try to bench 300, and I didn't get it. I got it, but I didn't get it. Mm-hmm. Right? An athlete would say you didn't get it, but a comic goes, you pretty much got it.
Yeah.
And they were making fun of me, and then they were like, I bet you can't bench 315 by New Year's. I got 315 by New Year's, but I couldn't. I was doing the thing with the for CBS, so I couldn't do the bet because I was too busy. So he said, all right, we'll do it for the Super Bowl. So Thursday, tomorrow morning, I have to bench 320 pounds, and that's me doing 315.
Oh, you got it.
You repped it. That was easy.
Yeah?
You could have gotten two, I think,
easy.
on that. Oh yeah, you were. That was impressive. I mean, I never knew this guy was that strong. I think people judge by the body, but you're strong. You're a strong-ass man.
There's a lot of muscle in this fat.
Yeah, I can tell.
So you'd be shocked. And you know what's so crazy is, like, I never did legs. I never cared about ever doing legs.
Are you doing legs now?
I've started doing legs, like
there
squats and stuff. Dude, running is so much easier.
Well, how bad was squats?
Crap,
the first
that is
time?
not easier. I hate running. Running sucks.
I love running, but runners just run, right?
Right.
That's how they practice running, is they just do it.
Yeah.
But if you work out your legs and do get muscles in your legs, then running is actually easier. It's crazy.
Oh.
How bad were your legs feel the first time you squatted for a long time?
I got pinned on the toilet the next morning.
Wait.
I pee sitting down, and I sat down, and I got down there, and going down, I was like, this is going to be rough getting off. And I was sitting there, I was like, babe, I need some help. I couldn't get off the toilet.
Had to come in and get the hand.
Dude.
Up.
And my trainer, I think, is somewhat irresponsible, wouldn't you say? Like, he's like you'll be like, I think that's an ungodly amount of weight. And he's like, you're fine. We were doing box squats yesterday.
Bro.
And I couldn't get off the box.
I love when my trainer brings up stuff and I'm like, wait, we got to do that today? I don't know if that's going to work out.
Wait, what workout do you, like, when you see it programmed, you're like, no, I don't want to do that.
Oh, split squats. I hate split squats.
Split squats are stupid.
I hate.
You know who loves split squats? The Nazis. The Nazis loved split squats. That was their thing. So if you like split squats, you're Nazi adjacent. You know what I used to hate? I used to hate we call it Hitler's tricycle. But
the elliptical or
no.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the fan?
Yeah.
The giant
fan bike.
butt?
Yeah.
The assault bike.
What did you call that?
We call it Hitler's tricycle.
Okay.
Because Hitler must have had to make him the man he was, he must have had a nasty tricycle because life was just unpleasant. And so if you had that as a tricycle as a child, you'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna ruin the world.
All right, we have to bring up your new special.
Okay, please.
Lucky premieres March 18th on Netflix.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
It's this is my sixth special. I don't know. I've done a lot of them. This one, I think, is my best. You saw the majority of the material when I was on tour.
Yes.
This one is I think is my best work, and I say that because I take chances I wouldn't have taken as a kid. I think, and I'll be honest with you. So I structure a special very differently. I make sure that my closer is at 23 minutes so that you stay engaged as a Netflix audience member. Yeah. So I front load my specials. Having said that, I took this closer that I was too afraid to put in any of my specials. I put it in this special. It's about me putting my dog down, and it's emotional. It's emotional, but very funny, which I think is a chance I wasn't brave enough to take when I was younger. And my outfit's awesome.
Are you wearing a shirt?
No, well, you know what? So all my specials.
Never wear a shirt.
All my specials, if you look at them, they all look the same. It's just me in jeans, shirtless. And so I was like, I got to split it up a little bit. So I got a like a Versace tailored suit. Like, it's just crazy. And then I do it shirtless, but my pants look different.
Were you surprised you were able to get him to take his shirt off at your special?
Oh.
Because when he sent me the picture, I was like, no way, you didn't do that. He's like, I did do it. Then he sent the
He
picture.
did material.
Wait,
I did not do material.
You did material.
I did not do
you
material.
You did. When you go up and you go, we said you made a joke about Cleveland or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that, but I was just throwing shit on the
You
wall.
were great, man. You were great.
Dude, okay. But after taking off my shirt, I felt like I had done like a sex scene, and I felt so like abandoned. I was just like, oh my God.
You were flexing and smiling ear to ear.
Yeah,
you
but
were
I felt
enjoying it, though.
uncomfortable. I was like, Bert got me to take off my shirt.
He
I
said
feel-
that. I'm like, no way.
The hardest part is picking your shirt up off the ground like a stripper.
Yeah.
And because your belly, you're like,
So you really actually relate with what he's saying.
100%,
Yeah, really?
100%. Like people don't think I'm like, there's sensitive parts of me. Like I wouldn't take my shirt off and sit.
Wait, when was the last time you did like a bod pod? Or
what?
like a body fat, a body fat composition? Have you ever done one? So like they always have us do this at the beginning, like
Do it to me.
like OTAs, and they'll grab right here.
Oh.
That is the most like embarrassing part, and you're like, oh, why did you have to pinch so damn hard?
Oh, I'm bad.
do yours,
Yeah,
too?
dude.
Oh, he's good.
No, it's the size.
Yeah.
Like,
Not a lot there. He's
Dude,
good.
I tried to explain to my daughters. My daughter took a boy's hat off his head. I go, don't ever do that. I go, that's like a guy pulling up your skirt. When we have a hat, that is sacred. You don't mess with it. We put a hat on for a reason.
yes.
So don't mess with it. And they're like, I think it's a little different, Dad. I was like, well, whatever.
All right, I want to ask you, Ryan Reynolds infamously played you in Van Wilder, but you got no credit for it. Does that mean you're Team Baldoni?
No, I'm still Team Blake.
Are you? Okay.
Look, I mean, this is just so messy. Listen, if we've learned anything this year, it's keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth. Brianna Chicken Fry.
Oh,
She shouldn't have said anything. She should have just been like, "Yo, take the L."
Yeah.
Or take the money.
Yeah.
I would have taken the money. I got
million.
I got her on my podcast tomorrow. Listen, I've sold my silence for nothing. There's people that have wronged me, and I haven't said a word. Amy Schumer never said a word about her.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I'm joking.
Elaborate, please.
No, but like, man, this Blake Lively is a bump. Blake Lively's beautiful. I mean, beautiful and a great actress.
Yes.
Listen, if she's difficult, so what? Like, I don't care. I'm difficult.
Bullshit.
I-
You're not difficult.
I'm not like Blake Lively difficult, but like, I was just telling this to someone. I got offered a role in a TV show. The guy that created the show wrote it, sent it to me. I was just telling my assistant this the other day. Sent it to me. Hey man, I want you on my show. And I was like, nah. He said, what? I said, nah. He said, why? I said, listen, man, I can be a problem. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I know myself. I'm not good at being like the fifth cast member and sitting in a trailer all day. I get out of my mind. Unless it's my show and I can walk around and I can change the script and I can do whatever I want, I'm difficult. So I go, so I'd rather be friends with you. And I'll tell you who I am right now. But like, yeah. And so, but man, even saying that, like they just thought, everyone thought they were smarter than everyone else in the room.
Very
You don't
true.
ever listen. Oh, it's like when people mess with comics and then we destroy them. Like there was a guy, there was a celebrity. I'm gonna tell
I
you.
love that.
I'm gonna tell you his name. Okay, I'm gonna tell you his name.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you. I don't care.
Go ahead.
Cole Hauser and Kid Rock. We were doing a roast, Jelly Rolls roast. Now I love Kid Rock and I love Cole Hauser, right?
Yeah.
But Cole Hauser is like, I'm just saying.
Say it.
Thought he'd, take a jab at me I'm on stage with a microphone.
Oh. That's your weapon.
I took him to the train station.
Tell us the joke.
No. The joke. No, I don't want to even, because I don't want anyone to not like Cole Hauser, because I like Cole Hauser.
Yeah.
But him and Kid Rock was like, can we curse on this?
Yeah.
Kid Rock's like, I'll fuck your mother. And I was like, Kid Rock just said that? I go, Kid Rock, my mom's 77 and she's got skin tags. I'll pay you to fuck her. I got money too, buddy.
So
my
were
mom
you-
would love Kid Rock fucking her. I'll have Cole Hauser videotape it. But that's like the thing is like you forget, as comics, that's what we do. And when people think I'm just going to out you on the internet. You're always coming. It's always coming back to you. Just shut your mouth. Don't say anything. Keep your head down.
Were you nervous with the Tom Brady one?
Terrified. Yeah, I was terrified. I was terrified. Tom was more nervous. Tom and I were both terrified. And you know what's so funny is we're nervous as shit. We're sitting in our green room, and then we get a knock at the door, and we're like, come in. And Chappelle sticks his head in, and he goes, can I drink in here? And we're like, yeah. He goes, can I smoke in here? And we're like, yeah. And he goes, cool. Shuts the door, and then just starts sitting with us. And I'm like, no, it's just making it way more nervous. The greatest comic in the world is just talking. And Tom and I are like, we have to read prompter in 5 minutes. We were terrified. But right before we went out, Tom looked at me, he goes, what if we bomb? And I go, then we bomb together.
Yeah.
I'd rather bomb next to you than by myself.
Yeah.
And it went fine.
He's dealt with worse.
Yeah. I was terrified. I'm not good at roasts. Like I'm a storyteller. So like I like to tell you a story. I'm not good at like zingers and one-liners, and I can do crowd work or whatever. But yeah, that's why Tom and I did what we did. We did like a little different of a thing like that, and they told us to do that. So you know.
Which athlete impressed you the most at the roast?
I got to be honest with you. If I could wake up next to Gronk every morning, I would. That guy's like fucking Prozac. Like he puts me in the best mood, and he was so funny. He was so funny on the roast. He was misreading his prompter. Like he wasn't saying the jokes right, and they were still funny. Like I was reading his prompter, and I go, that's not what it says. And he was like, Bert, I'm the dumb fact. That's not what the prompter read.
Oh, it didn't say that.
And he just went off. He is so funny. Drew Bledsoe was great.
He was good.
He was great.
Really good.
Tom Brady was great. Nikki, it's hard when like I'm doing the show with Nikki this Saturday night. Me, Nikki, Tony Hinchcliffe, and Adam Ray as Dr. Phil. Nikki, man, she's impressive.
Nikki, she's been getting everybody all year long.
Dude, you know what it's like? It's like I don't know if there's a sports analogy, but it's like she's been doing this for a long time,
Yeah.
and she has got her reps in.
Yeah.
It's like she busted her ass all preseason,
Yeah.
did all the workouts, showed up at 6 a.m, did all this, took the creatine, all the stuff you're supposed to do, and then that opening game, she plays like a monster, and everyone on the team goes, yeah, she trains like a monster. And everyone on the side's like, who is this? And we're like, we've been talking about her for a while.
That's how AB got started. That AB was killing in practice, and then AB just he took off from there.
Yeah.
Nobody was surprised by it.
Yeah.
All right, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
This dude thinks he could get 1 yard in the NFL.
We just had this argument the other day.
No shit.
Our Rachel, who works at our company,
Right.
saw someone run for 1 yard for a first down, and she goes, I could do that. And we're like, no, they would break your body in half. Now, here's the question. What team is playing what team? Because if it's like depending on the defense, you're not
Right.
going anywhere. But there's
Yeah.
some defenses where you're like, if that's my offensive line, maybe. I'm going to tell you a story. So I played professional football for a day. Los Angeles Avengers, arena football.
Okay.
I went out to practice, and it was for a TV show.
Yeah.
I was going to be the quarterback. And so first down, the first rep, I got my offensive line. They put the defensive line in. And all I'm going to do, the show's called Hurt Bert. All I'm going to do is be tackled, right?
Yeah.
So I know that that's the bit. But I think in my head, I don't think this offensive line's going to block for me.
Yeah.
And I think they're just going to let him through. So I take the ball, I drop back one, and I run straight up the middle for a touchdown. And I spike it, and I start dancing. The coach comes out, and he goes, what the fuck did I just see? This guy's a goddamn comedian, and he blew your fucking doors off. That's why you're on the second string. That's why you don't see game time, because this guy hasn't trained 1 day, and he smoke showed you guys. I better see a dead comedian being dragged off of this field, or I swear to God, none of you will ever play a down on my team again. And I was like, I think I might have fucked up. I got concussed so bad. Helmet to helmet? There was no helmet to helmet back then. They went helmet to helmet. Blindside, like this. Knocked unconscious.
I got a question. Why in movies and TV shows is the sports so damn bad?
Dude, can I tell you? When I watch a baseball movie and the guy can't throw a baseball,
So bad.
I say to myself, you're taking me out of it. It's like when they put a condom on in porn, and you're like, what are we doing?
Totally agree.
Why are you in a condom in porn? You're supposed to be animals. That's why I'm watching you. It's like, if you can't throw a football, throw a baseball, don't give them the part. I don't care how good of an actor they are. I want to see someone who knows what they're doing. I told someone was doing a baseball movie, I forget what it was, and I said to him, yo, I'm a pretty good athlete. I can throw a baseball. And they're like, yeah, but how you're acting? I go, does it matter?
No,
it doesn't matter. God, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts.
But for a show like Eastbound and Down, you want Kenny Powers to look like that, though, right? Like, that's part of the bit on that one.
Yeah,
right?
well, that's a different one. He's a god.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, Danny McBride's a god.
Like,
yeah, he's a god. Like, you're never gonna. I take back everything I just said. I take back every word that came out of my mouth.
He doesn't look good throwing it, but that show is fantastic.
Danny McBride's a god. At the end of the world, when Danny McBride comes out of the bathroom, this is on the sink joint.
Oh yeah, he takes all their shit. They're like
dude
rationing out the drugs and stuff. Yeah, he takes it. Well, so you got to be a Righteous Gemstones guy then, right?
I haven't seen it.
What?
I haven't seen it, and I have 2 friends on it, and I haven't seen it.
Dude,
I haven't seen it.
That
amazing.
you
Really?
need to watch
Amazing.
that. You need to watch.
I just got through Peaky Blinders.
I haven't watched Peaky Blinders yet.
I started watching Peaky Blinders on YouTube Shorts. Like, YouTube Shorts would play the bits of Peaky Blinders, and it looks so good. I go, I think I got to watch this show. But then I'd seen all the highlights of Peaky Blinders. I just didn't know what they were about.
You knew everything, but you're like, oh, that makes so much more sense now.
Oh, him and Tom Hardy at the beach. I already know what's going to happen. But, that's what that is. Yeah, it's crazy. No, I haven't seen Gemstones. I haven't seen a lot of stuff. I saw Tires. I like Tires.
I haven't watched Tires.
That's
This
with
Shane Gillis,
Shane,
though.
right?
That's really funny.
I got to check it out.
Shane might be the best comedian actor of our generation, in my opinion. An actor who does comedy, like a legit comic who does acting. Shane, I think, is the best, without a doubt.
SNL. I saw that.
He's awesome. He's so talented and a phenomenal comic, but actor, best out of all of us. I'm number 2, but best out of all of us.
Did you celebrate Winston Churchill Day this year?
I did.
How was it?
It was drunken.
I saw it. So
Drunken.
our producer showed me the clip of it. Did you actually do all that?
Yeah.
Really?
I get a full English breakfast in bed with a soft scotch and a cigar. I smoke the cigar, have the scotch, maybe another one, then open a bottle of champagne, and I drank champagne through the day, and then I ended up on a flight that night, heading home, and I had some brandy when I got home. I do not like brandy, but Winston Churchill liked brandy. That's how he closed his nights out. He lived till he was 86, and that's what I hung my hat on. I was like, he lived till he was 86. They don't tell you he had 5 strokes.
Well, I think it makes sense after the fact. Do you even taste the brandy by the end of that day, though?
No, soft scotch is actually pretty enjoyable in the morning.
Yeah.
Like soda water, scotch, it's better than coffee, in my opinion. I was waiting to
Segura got you the cup too, right?
Yeah. By the way, that might, you can't pick what makes you laugh, right?
Right.
So for everyone listening, my best friend for my birthday got me Hitler's teacup. He gave it to me, and he said, "Hey man," he knows I'm a fan of Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
He goes, "I know you like history," so I thought he was getting me Winston Churchill's teacup. Yeah. He goes, "Put it to your lips." I put it to my lips, and he goes, "You are holding the Führer's teacup." And I was like, "Oh my God!" Now, okay, everyone listening right now, you're either laughing or you're appalled. If you're appalled, drive your car into a fucking wall. If you're laughing, thank you. That's what it deserves. It is the best practical joke you could ever play on a buddy. That's what it was, right? Now,
Right.
Also, I do understand people getting upset. Like my producer, Stacy, not a fan of Hitler.
Why is she scaring me like that? What?
Yeah, she's Jewish. She didn't like Hitler. Yeah, she believes in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And so no, but she saw it, but she thought it was funny, but she's like, yo, you got to get rid of the cup.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, definitely. Still have it.
Still have it.
You'd be shocked how much Nazi memorabilia is in my house now because everyone gives me Nazi memorabilia.
Oh, God.
Gabriel Iglesias came over and gave me all his Volkswagen Nazi memorabilia that people had given him. So anyway, I'm sensitive to the fact that this is all around the time that people were not liking Jews, and then when Tom did that, like the anti-Semitism thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm nervous. I also live in an Orthodox Jewish neighborhood, right by a big Orthodox Jewish temple. So one day, I'm riding my electric bike to my sister's house to drop off a skateboard, and my bike dies right in front of the Orthodox Jewish temple, and I'm like, oh God. So I turn it around, I start walking, I see an Orthodox Jewish family walking. And the dude sees me, locks, hippy dippy hat, all that shit. And he goes, Bert. I said, yeah. He goes, big fan, man. I went, oh, thanks. He goes, Hitler's teacup? I said, yeah. He goes, hilarious. I went, okay. Didn't expect that. I get my car, same day, to go take the skateboard to my sister. And in the car, I'm in front of the same temple. And the dude crossing the street looks at me. He's with his family. And he goes like this. And then he goes, and I go, oh, my God. So then my next door neighbor, Israeli, very Jewish, those people. He's Israeli. I go to his house with my dad. His whole family's there. And he says, dude, Hitler's teacup was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I went, where did you see it? And he goes, they're playing at our temple. And he goes, someone played it going like, isn't this outrageous? But we just all thought it was hysterical. So it backfired on the person.
Yeah.
So I think at temples, people were sharing it, laughing at it, because Jewish people have the best sense of humor in the world. And so I was like, holy shit, it was crazy.
Wow.
And like one day, 3 Jewish people were like, funniest thing I've ever seen.
So you and Segura are always trading presents, aren't you?
Yeah.
Where'd you get them last?
The last thing I got him was, I just bought him a flashlight. I have a 200,000 luminum flashlight. Do you want one? I'll send you one.
Sure.
Send him one.
Incredible. It lights up your whole backyard. It's my gift I give to people.
Yeah.
But that's the last thing I got. I did get him something. I can't remember.
What did he get you?
Everything he gets me is a hate crime. It's everything. It's like, oh, I know. The last thing I got him, Hitler's cologne.
So you guys are just trading Hitler gifts now? Is that what this has become?
The best part of the gift is the gift. You know how it started, right?
Yeah.
It started because I turned like 44, I think, and he bought me an electric bike.
Right.
And he sent it to my house, and it was the best gift I got that day. Out of all my shit gifts my daughters gave me, everyone gave me, I got this electric bike. I got drunk that night, and I drove it. It went 40 miles an hour. I was flying through my neighborhood. I was going through parks, dark, drunk, cigar in hand, cocktail in the other hand, and I was having the best time. And I called him. I go, that's the best gift everyone got me. He goes, yeah, I knew you'd like it. I went, what? And he goes, I knew you'd like it. I'm your friend. I know what you'd like. And I was like, oh, my God. So we did a podcast where, like, I bet gay dudes give each other better gifts than women will ever give us. Because women get you a gift, and you're like, cool, an iPad. I could have bought that for myself. That's not a gift. You know? My wife gets me the worst gifts ever. She bought me a wallet one time. I go, you don't pick what wallet I have. I pick what wallet I have. I pick the thing that's in my pocket every day based on my preferences, not on what you think. So, Segura, I said, I'm going to get you a better present the next year. So we started buying each other better presents every year. So that year, I bought him a jet ski. I bought him a Wave Runner, $15,000. It goes 80 miles an hour. And he would call me, and he'd call me on the lake when it's glass in Austin. And he'd be like, buddy, I love you, man. This is like the funnest thing I've ever had in my life. And so then that next year, I was on tour like crazy promoting my movie. And I get a call from Tom. He goes, happy birthday. I said, what? And he goes, your jet is going to wait for you after your show and take you down. You don't have to fly commercial. He flew me from Minnesota to Austin, Austin to L.A., L.A. back to Austin, then Austin back out on the road. And I was like, oh, my God. I go, what's the price point on this? He tells me. I'm like, okay. So the next year, I bought him a race car for $120,000. And then, a race car. And we started a racing team, Two Bears Racing. And then he called me and he goes, hey, man, we got to restructure this. Because, like, I'm looking at gifts and I'm like, I can't afford to drop $200,000 on my friend. And I was like, you're right. And he goes, let's just make them fun. I was like, cool. And then he bought me Hitler's teacup.
All right. Have you ever tried smelling salts?
Yes.
I've never tried them. Would you want to do one with me?
No,
no. You don't want to do it with me?
I didn't know what they were when I was in 8th grade, and I cracked one under my nose. No.
There we go. I've never done
Wait, do you have more?
Yeah, he's got more.
Hey, give me one for tomorrow. Pete, pocket one. I got to bench press 320. I think it'll help.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I've never done it before, so I'm in for a problem right now.
Oh, my God.
So
Crack it. And
Is your adrenaline just firing?
why?
What are you doing?
What are you double back?
All right, we're good to go.
No.
sure?
No. I don't. No. It
Now
freaked me out.
now this is crazy because I feel like you're the person handing out things.
Oh no.
My eyes are all over.
Oh my
the place right
God. Oh my God. You're tearing.
Yeah, because you double back. Nobody double.
I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually experience it. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Hey, just continue the podcast. We're good.
I used to be the guy that would do anything. Like I got choked out by one of the Gracies one time, and I was like, yeah, you know. And then one time someone was like, you know, people die from that. And you're like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
People don't die from that though.
No,
right?
no,
Okay.
but you don't look great.
Not doing great. We're okay though. We made
Kids,
it.
don't do this at home. Okay, I got to ask you about this cooking show that we're
Yeah.
about to do.
Yeah.
What is it, and how did this come about?
I pitched it to Food Network a long time ago, and they were like, "Oh, that's great. That's a great name. I love it. Something's burning. Are you a chef?" I went, "No." And they're like, "Can you cook?" I go, "No." And they go, "Well, then what is it?" And I go, "It's just us hanging out and drinking and laughing." And they were like, "But you can't cook." And I go, "No, it's the fun part is that I really can't cook." And they're like, "Yeah, we're not going to do that." And so then they passed. And then Tom, one time, me and Tom and Bill Burr were sitting around, and Bill's like, "We got this kitchen. What are we going to do with it?" And Tom goes, "Bert, why don't you do your cooking show?" I was like, "Oh, I have a cooking show idea." So I did it, and it just kind of took off. And now I do it out of I have a house where I do all my podcasts out of, and we rebuilt the kitchen so that we can shoot it out of there. And then we'll be doing it here. We have an Airbnb where we'll cook there.
Yeah.
But it just is basically a hang and just bullshit. It's like this, but the reason it's better than my podcast is because I'm doing something, so I listen. Like I don't listen to my podcast. I wait to talk.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing something, it looks like I'm listening. A lot of times I'm not listening, but it looks like I'm listening. Yeah.
All right, and then you have a 5K with Jelly Roll in time.
Yeah. Jelly Roll's down 130 pounds.
Wow.
Man.
Dude, we you do a podcast, you're looking for stuff to say sometimes.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, Tom and I were doing our New Year's Eve episode or our New Year's Day episode of Two Bears. And I was like, dude, we should put on a 5K. And he was like, what? And I was like, we got healthier. We should get our fans healthier. Because what does it matter if we live if we have no one to perform in front of? And he was like, good point. So we said, let's do a 5K by May. And we started calling all our comic friends. Everyone started committing. And then Jelly, randomly, he's about to be the biggest star in the world. At the moment, he's about to be the biggest star in the world. And it's starting. And he goes on the Nelk Boys podcast and he goes, Bert's got a 5K. I'm going to do the 5K. And so the second Jelly did it, it was in like People magazine. It was everywhere, and it blew up. We did it last year for Netflix's A Joke Festival. Did it on the field of the Rose Bowl. You ran the 5K, and then you end on the field of the Rose Bowl. We had polar plunges, saunas. We had food. We had free beer. We had free vodka. We had, everything. We had a whole CrossFit course set up. We pimped it out. It's gorgeous. And Jelly ran his first 5K, and it was like wildly inspirational. And Jelly got a hair up his ass. He's like, this doesn't end. We got to do this every year. And so this year, we partnered with Spartan. They put it together, and Jelly's like, when are we doing it? And he's just hammering. Tom does it, but Tom's like, he doesn't.
He's walking?
He's in great shape. Tom's in great shape right now.
Yeah.
But Tom's is challenging himself. Jelly is like passionate about it. So we said, let's do it again. We're doing it in Tampa, May 4th. And Jelly's down 130 pounds. The other day he came over and he goes, hey, let's go for a run. I was like, okay. And man, sure enough, the guy did 2 miles. And I was like, he couldn't do a mile when I met him. And now he just banged out 2 miles and wasn't sweating. He was like, what's next? So it's just to motivate our fans, to get them off the couch, get them a little active, get them healthy. And so we're doing it in Tampa, May 4th.
Dude, Spartan, that's the company that does like the Spartan games, right?
Yeah, they do Spartan race, yeah.
That scares me. I'm never doing that.
Oh.
I'm never doing
Hold
that.
on, you should. You would love
No.
it. They're so fun.
But like they have like the barbed wire and like they crawl underneath and like
Spartan, no, that you're thinking Tough Mudder.
Yes, Tough Mudder.
Mudder.
Tough Mudder.
I did the first Tough Mudder, the first one they ever put on in Jersey. And buddy, I thought I was going to die. I swear to God, like you just jogging to the first thing. The first thing was jumping off a 10-meter platform.
Yeah.
So it's like 30 feet in the sky, into an ice-cold river with your shoes on and your clothes, swimming across the river, and then you had to swim under these obstacles. And you had to crawl through a tunnel.
Yeah.
They had an electric field, and it hit me in the testicle, and it shot me to the ground. And I was like, and then I'm laying under an electric field knowing I got to stand up and get electrocuted again.
Dude, my wife got like a runner's high from that, and I was like, I'm never doing this shit.
Oh, the camaraderie's fun. Here's the problem. I did the 12-mile Tough Mudder. Don't do that. That's an idiotic thing. Do like the 5K Spartan race. They have a bunch of them. I've done all of them. I've done the inflatable race, the glow race. I've done everything.
You have an addiction problem when it comes to that stuff.
I like having something to train for. So okay, I hope you're listening right now. I hope someone's listening right now who's like, I want to get in shape. Okay, here's why you're not in shape. Because you have no reason to get in shape.
Right.
So you work out so that you can manhandle other men. There's a
100%.
benefit. So when you're working out, you're thinking, this is for my safety.
Yeah.
This is for my well-being. I'm doing this so that I'm a superior athlete than the next guy.
Right.
I didn't understand that. So like all of us go to the gym and we're like, how do I get out of this? Like I don't want to do this one. I don't want to do burpees. How do I cheat a burpee? How do I cheat a burpee? And then when I got into this bet with Bussin' with the Boys, I started realizing everything I was doing was going to make me better to get to the goal I had, which is benching 320 pounds. So I did everything right and proper so that I had gains. Like I had a goal.
Yeah.
No one has a goal. And that's what the problem is there's no goal. So what I do, and I didn't realize I was doing this, but I'd sign up for a marathon or a half marathon or a 5K because I knew then I had a goal of something to get ready for.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until this bench press contest that I realized, oh, you just need something to train for. You need like that. It's so easy for you to train because you go, I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's wild.
All right, so let's do squat 500 pounds.
I think I got pinned at 225 the other day.
We'll get there.
Squat
500. Squat 500.
Pete, how much were we squatting the other day, those box squats?
We can get there.
That's a lot.
I'll give you a year.
A year to
squat 500 pounds.
Okay,
How much?
400,
Wait,
405.
Well, you're just saying like arbitrary numbers.
405.
Like, let's
It's
have
just
sex
4
with 10
plates on
chicks,
each side.
12 chicks, 10 chicks, 5 chicks. Oh, 1 chick.
17 chicks.
Yeah, 17 chicks.
Yeah, you're just throwing numbers out there.
How much can you squat?
My highest I think was like 695.
Mine's like 225, so
You're not trying at 225.
I'm not. I don't like to. I'm like you. I don't like to squat, man.
You got regular legs.
I got regular legs. I know.
Athletes have bigger asses
I know.
and bigger legs.
I know. We just didn't get that.
Okay, I'll say one thing. Holly, like Samoans and Hawaiian guys, have the biggest calves. Biggest calves.
Really?
So is that another stereotype that you
It's
think
not a
is real?
stereotype. It's just true.
It's
Yeah, they.
so flat feet and big calves.
Yes.
Next time you go to Hawaii, just take a look.
Okay.
And you're gonna start going. Everyone's got flat feet.
All right.
Everyone's
And then
got
you're going to look at the
flat
calves.
feet. And then you're gonna look at the calves and go. I guess that's why they have the flat feet. These superior calves they got to hold up.
Yeah.
Calves, dude. A good calf.
Hard to
is
come
like-
by.
Dude.
Hard to come by.
When you see a good
Hard to come
calf,
by.
there was a chick I think about to this day, Beth Mitchell.
Great calves.
I mean, diamond cutters.
Really?
And I remember we were on the roof at my place in New York. I think we were doing drugs. It was like 5 a.m, and she leaned over the edge to see the street, and she got on her tippy toes, and I saw these 2 V's in the back of her legs, and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I think about her calves often.
Wonder where Beth Mitchell is today.
She's a real estate broker in Atlanta.
Have you stalked her on Facebook?
No, I know her. No, I mean,
Still great
I grew-
calves?
I bet.
Yeah. You
I
don't
don't
lose
know.
those. Those are natural.
She got married.
Or you
She got
did
married.
stalk her on Facebook.
It's
It's
Instagram.
Instagram, not Facebook.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, pull up Beth Mitchell. Let me see these calves.
Oh my gosh.
Do you ever just randomly ask for a DM of her calves?
DM, let me see your calves.
Oh, here. Beth Mitchell, realtor. This is her. Wait, it's all her properties. This is her, though.
Wow. Okay.
Still got it. Still
I'm
got it.
based out of Atlanta, so if I
50
need
years
a-
old,
if I
50
need a
years old,
realtor,
still got it.
I'll let her
But
know.
get a house from her.
Yeah, I will.
She had the greatest damn calves, and I think she knew it. I don't think she was really looking over the edge. I think she just wanted me to see those calves.
I can see that.
All right. So I guess we're going to end on calves. How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Well, you enjoy your weekend. And
I'm gonna have a great time. What's your plans this weekend?
Nothing.
Are
I'm
coming
hanging
to
out
the
with
show
you.
Saturday?
Yeah.
You coming to the show Saturday?
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Secret time. Gillis is gonna do a set.
Oh.
Yeah.
wow,
I'm not supposed to tell anyone, but.
Oh, you told us.
Oh my God. Who did this?
Well, perfect.
Awesome.
Appreciate
Well, thank you guys
you,
for
dude.
having me.
Hey, thanks for coming
And
on.
we got to
man.
set
Really
Nick up with
appreciate it.
Paige.
Yeah.
Is Nick married?
No. You should know Nick's not married.
I should.
After hanging out with him, you should.
Nick is such. I love that guy.
He's full of energy. Nick is.
We're
a
gonna
ball
set
of
him and
energy.
Paige up. What if they get married and we did that?
That was us. That was
I
this
would
show.
love that. I would love that.
We got to thank you, though. You're the one who screamed and got our attention halfway across Radio
she
Row
was
here.
distractingly hot. Like that's crazy. That's you know what? That's what's weird about being a hot woman is you're just like people look at you all the time. Like when you're famous, people will look at you and you feel it, but you get used to just walking and you're like sometimes when you're new to fame, people will look at you and then you'll look at them back. And then, like, I remember Bill Burr and I went to a football game one time, and I kept getting recognized like crazy, and I couldn't understand why. And Bill goes, because you're making eye contact with everybody. And he goes, you're looking at them like you recognize them, and then they recognize you, and then you get as excited as they get. Stop matching their fucking energy.
Well, I hate when, like, they just ask you, what do you do? And it's like.
Oh, because you're a big guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like a hot chick, but for dudes.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, he gets like a lot of, they know his first name, but they don't know his last name. So Cam Jordan, Cam Newton, he's always confused for
Yeah,
him.
I'm
He
like-
doesn't really look anything like either one. So, no, at all. So,
No. It's crazy to think. I just met Jordan.
Spieth?
Jaden Daniels.
Jane Daniels.
Okay.
I just met Jaden Daniels. And it's crazy to think that you and him do the same thing.
Oh.
Because, like, he's a large man for
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
but not a large man for the world. Like,
No.
for you. But it's crazy to think that you would touch him,
Oh,
that
yeah.
that's a fair thing.
Well, he sacked him this year. You got him this year, too. Yeah,
Twice,
twice.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this about Cam, too. Cam's one of those guys that other NFL players are impressed at his size. Like, I've seen multiple guys be like, you are way bigger than I thought. So he's just a naturally
People
big
say
dude.
that to me, like, when we do meet and greets. They're like, you're taller than I thought. And I always go, yeah, I hear that all the time. I don't know what they thought I was a tiny guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but thanks.
Yeah, you're taller than I
appreciate
thought.
that.
All right, we are back on Not Just Football, and guess who we have today? Arik Armstead, Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, Pro Bowler. You've been in the Super Bowl a couple times, right?
I've been in the Super Bowl. Been in the Super Bowl twice.
Ooh, big fan of all your work. Tell us what it's like to be a nominee this year for the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
It's amazing, man. It's my 5th nomination, but each year it's definitely a huge honor. And there's a lot of great guys in our league that do a lot of amazing work, like yourself. Winner, and being able to see everything that everyone does, being able to be honored alongside of them is definitely an amazing experience, and it validates a lot of the work that we're trying to accomplish, and it makes our platform even bigger to serve even more people. So it's definitely a great honor, and been having a lot of fun every time I've been down here.
Is there something in your community that you want to give a shout out to that you've been working with?
A lot of things in the pipeline. I'm from Sacramento, California. I love being from there. I take great pride in where I'm from. But I'm really excited about the opportunity now that I have in Jacksonville as well too. We were doing things in Sacramento and in the Bay Area for years, but this move in my career has been amazing because now I have an opportunity to impact a whole new state, a whole new host of people that wouldn't have happened if I just kind of stayed in my little bubble. So I'm excited about broadening our horizons, in Florida as well.
I got to ask you, though. You go from San Francisco to Jacksonville. How excited were you for those taxes? Because that is a big change going from California to Jacksonville.
Yeah, it definitely is a big change.
Put that money back in your pocket, right?
Yeah, as you know very well, taxes are a thing. Some people don't even know that. Like, yes, we pay taxes too, and that's definitely a thing. So that was definitely good. But I never lived anywhere besides the West Coast.
Yep.
I went to Oregon, played for the Niners. I'm from Sacramento. Never lived anywhere besides the West Coast. So Living in Florida has been cool though. It's been a great experience, a nice change of pace for my family.
What's the biggest change going to Florida?
Obviously the weather, the humidity is hot all the time, and it's just a different vibe, bro. Florida is just a different place than California.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's a lot different. People think different, but it's been good. I really in love, enjoy being in Jacksonville.
How hard was it to make that move?
It was a little difficult, but I'm not really a homebody, I would say. Like, I grew up playing AAU basketball. I was always on the road. I've been traveling since I was a little kid, and I always enjoyed it. I like going to new places, experiencing new things. So it wasn't too hard of an adjustment, for me, because I like to see something new every now and then anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Did Mr. Khan bring you on the boat?
I ain't went on the boat yet, bro. It's crazy.
Bro.
He got the boat out here.
You got the boat here. So we were asking
I
you.
saw it.
It's parked in Jacksonville. I don't know if people know, like by our stadium is like a bunch of water, and he has his boat parked in like the middle of the city, and so like when you're coming into the game, like everyone sees it. It's pretty awesome. I ain't been on it yet, man. It's crazy.
Oh, we got to work that out, Mr. Khan. You got to make that happen. Welcome to the NFL moment. What was that for you?
My welcome to the NFL moment, bro. That was my first preseason game. Well, my whole rookie year was just a welcome to the NFL moment. First off, I was a first-round pick. They gave me number 69.
Trash.
Nice.
Which is just crazy.
Nice.
So
You're asking for it
all
at that
training
point.
camp and preseason, I'm wearing number 69. So that was the first one. Then my first preseason game, I feel like I had the most unfirst-round pick rookie season ever, bro. My first preseason game, I played like 60 snaps, 35 in a row. They just threw me out there, bro, to the wolves.
Oh, wow.
I was so tired, bro. Like, I played the whole second half, didn't come out, no break. All the veterans were done playing. So that was probably my welcome to the NFL moment. Just realizing, like, yeah, shoot, I'm not it anymore. I gotta work my way back up.
Bro, y'all had a dog D line though back in the day. Y'all had you, DeForest, Solomon Thomas. Y'all was rolling. I used to be jealous. I'd be like, damn, they D line is right over there.
Yeah, D Ford and Bosa.
Oh my.
Yeah,
gosh.
those were some good years.
You talked about going to Oregon. What was the recruiting process like, and were any other schools involved?
Yeah, I definitely took a lot of. I was highly recruited. Not bragging, but in like a humble way. I had a
Brag.
No.
Brag.
What was your rivals? What number were you in the country? I know you know.
I was a 5-star.
Dang.
He wasn't. Cam was not a 5-star.
4-star, my dog.
High 4-star, but not a 5-star.
Not a 5-star.
Yeah, I was a 5-star. So I took official trips to Alabama, Notre Dame, Auburn, Cal, and Oregon. And I was not going down south. I'm from Cali. I didn't like it down there. Notre Dame was just a little too far and a little too boring for me. So it really came down to Cal and Oregon. And Chip Kelly was at Oregon at the time. And I appreciated the way they recruited me. They let me know that they wanted me, but they didn't, like, pamper me and, like, baby me. And, like, Chip, when I was in high school, like, Chip ended up leaving after my freshman year. But he told me when he was recruiting me, he's like, I'm like, yo, like, I hear, like, you about to go to the NFL. And he was like, yes, that is true. I'm kind of considering it. But I assure you, like, if you came to Oregon and I left, nothing is going to change. Like, it's still going to be the same program. And they hired from within, hired Mark Helfrich. And it was pretty similar, even though that Chip had left. So I appreciate that they didn't lie to me. I appreciate the way that they were honest with me. They let me know that they wanted me, but that, it was going to be hard work and all those things.
I got to ask you, college playoff, how did you deal with how it went down?
You talking about when I was there?
No, I'm talking
Loaded
about
question.
I'm talking about this year. Because I know you made some bets.
No, I didn't, bro. You know what's crazy? So obviously, Sko Ducks. I've been been following Oregon, throughout the years, even though I've been in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And this year, bro, I was like, I thought it had been me. So every time I watch Oregon in the past years, we always lose, bro. Like we'll be going into the playoff, then we'll lose like Arizona State or somebody. So I thought it was me. So Oregon, I didn't watch one game all season, and they were undefeated. So when they got to the playoff, I was like, all right, maybe it is me. Like, I can't watch now. So I didn't watch the playoff game, and then I saw that I heard that they were getting killed, and I was like, dang. But so that was tough.
Yeah.
And
so at least it's not you though.
Huh?
At least
Yeah, I guess
you.
not me. So at least I get to watch next year.
Yeah.
So at least I get to watch and enjoy next year. But what was crazy, I played in the first ever college football playoff in 2015.
Oh yeah.
And we played the national championship that year, lost to Ohio State. So it was like a dang repeat of what happened. Yeah.
How did Saban let you get out of the building? I'm sorry. Before you go on,
go ahead.
what was Nick Saban's pitch to you?
What was his pitch to me? His pitch was to play offensive line. That's why I didn't go there.
Play offensive line.
Yes. So my last meeting with him, he was like, yeah, Arik, we want you. You can come here and you can play D-line, but, I had Corey Webster. I changed him from receiver to DB. I had this other guy. I changed their position, and look where they're at now. And he was kind of hinting like, yeah, when you get here, I'm going to change you to offensive lineman.
Yeah,
I was like, nah. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, we gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
I want to ask, have you met your new head coach?
Yep. Me and Josh Hines Allen went to dinner with him the other night last week, and got a chance to hang out with him.
You excited for the season?
I am, bro. When I signed to Jacksonville, I looked at the roster and I'm like, yo, we got some guys here that can play, and I was really excited. And I still feel that way. Like, we got a lot of talent. We need to be in position to be successful, but I'm really excited about this season. New coach, new opportunity, a lot on the horizon, so I'm excited.
Who goes first overall in this year's draft?
Ooh, that's a great. Who has number one pick?
Titans.
So it got to be a quarterback.
You're not a big Levis fan?
Huh?
You're not a Levis fan?
I'm not saying that. I'm just.
Yes, you are.
That's in the division.
I'm
too.
just saying that. I mean, they don't even believe in their own quarterback. Will Levis started. Mason Rudolph started. So they don't even believe in it. So
very true.
I don't believe in it either. If you don't believe it,
you don't even believe in what you got. Right?
If you don't believe in it, I don't. So I think they're taking a quarterback for sure. Okay. So I don't know which quarterback they like.
Or Cam Ward.
I don't know. I think they're both good. I'm not a quarterback whisperer. I couldn't even tell you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think they both had good college careers.
Yeah.
But I'm not a great quarterback talent evaluator, I would say.
I got a question for you. We always get confused between D ends and D tackles. Why is that, and what do you consider yourself?
Why do people get confused?
Yeah.
You think people confuse you?
3-4 D ends and D tackles.
Yeah.
What's the big disconnect from understanding what a D tackle is and what a D end is?
I think you got to first look at the scheme, obviously.
Yeah.
I think the 3-4 DN, which you've played, your whole career, I think that's more of a D tackle body type.
Yeah.
But it's labeled as a DN, so I think that's a little confusing for people.
Yeah.
I think people understand 4-3 defense a little more, just like they don't understand an outside linebacker in a 3-4 versus a 4-3. It's just kind of not in their wheelhouse. So I think the way it's positioned or the way the title is, it gets a little tricky, confusing for people.
Yeah.
If you don't know exactly what you're looking at.
I'll give you a fun one right here. What's your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure is chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Wow.
Yeah.
You go in on chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure. Any type of cookies for real. But I love food. I love my cheat meals. My cheat meals kind of become cheat days. And
what
then,
is the cheat meal you go to? What is it?
Just chocolate chip cookies.
Well,
Lot of cookies.
He said it turned into a cheat day. It can't be cookies all day.
A lot of cookies, bro. Nah, just a lot of cookies for real. Like I love cookies. Nah, but I love all food. I love like going out and trying new spots. It's my thing.
I gotta ask you though. We bring up cookies. You were on the Great American Bake Off, and you made a cake.
Yep, made a cake from scratch. Crazy thing about that is like I got added onto that show like 3 days before the event, bro. I must have been like a late add-on or something. They was like, hey, we need somebody. And so I had no time to prepare. But I think it ended up working out for me because I didn't like overthink stuff. I just went in there and figured it out. So it was good.
And you made an Ali cake?
Yeah, Muhammad Ali. So the challenge was you're making a cake, but inspired by your favorite sports moment.
Oh, wow.
So Muhammad Ali, for me, is a person who, is very inspiring, not only what he did. Yeah, there it is right there.
Look at that.
You did all that?
Yep.
Bro.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have no chance of doing
So
that.
obviously the ring was the cake, but I made the post and the ropes out of licorice and pretzels. Yeah.
You speaking like a real big man right now.
Wow.
Everything was edible. Everything was edible in the cake. So
Bro, you just got me hungry. Dang.
Between cookies and cake. It's crazy.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you to Arik for stopping by. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Big fan
you,
of your
bro.
career.
Appreciate you
Keep doing it, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
Yes,
you.
sir.